Hello, welcome back. On this lesson, we are going to start our one new session, which will be related to authorization. So on this lesson, I want to address service authorization access. So basically, let's imagine that service A cannot access service C because, for example, let's say this is the service C here, which is the name is wrong. It is a service, credit card service, and you don't want all the services on your cluster be able to access data from this credit card service. You want to restrict this access to the payment service, for example. So it's important to be able to restrict access based on the service name or common name that it comes with your certificate. Let's dive into the code and see how we can perform this authorization. So we have here a new, so on our Sidecar, I'm extending the functionality to perform authorization, and therefore I have created here authorization JavaScript script, and we have added here the out request that you already know, and we will then perform some authorization before this request is going through the upstream service. Okay, so outz here would be here, and you can see that outz validate, it's validating this request before forward this request to the upstream. So outz, let's have a look what we have here. So we have this function which is getting the common name from certificate, and it's basically the core of our functionality. And we can get access our certificate data in using this variable, and then you can extract the CNAME from this certificate, and this CNAME would be basically the name of our service. And here how we do that, and then we would have it here the service name, and if there is no service name, you'd return that not authorized, and if there is a service name, we will actually return 200. So let's see how we perform this. I can test this. Let's just start it. And now let's go into our Docker service-b and try to call the service-c. Code http service-c.local. And this works fine. And let's see what we printed here. So our request, it's coming as a service name service-b. You can see here that we were able to extract the service name correctly, and now you know which service it's calling our service, and therefore we can perform the appropriated validation following any instruction that we want to use. We are gonna later see how we can perform in a more effective way this type of validation, and we'll be using OPA, Open Policy Validation. So see you in the next lecture.